Ever notice how a dealership can struggle with the same broken processes 3 straight years and everyone just shrugs? Low CSI? We're going to get it next month. Missed follow-up? Yeah, I know, I got to get on that. Chaos and recon? Hey, it's just how it is. Here's the truth. Most dealerships don't change because the current state isn't painful enough yet. People don't resist change. They resist leaving comfortable problems. And that's why the Gleicher formula is so critical if you want to create real change in your dealership. The formula says this: D times V times F has to be greater than R. In other words, the dissatisfaction with the current state times the vision of the future of where you want to go times the clarity of the next steps has to be greater than resistance, or nothing will ever change. Change doesn't happen just because you tell someone they need to change. Change happens when the pain of the current situation becomes stronger or more dominant than the inertia of just staying the same. The Gleicher formula says real change only occurs when three forces collide. Number one, people are dissatisfied with the now. That's the D. Number two is they see a better future. That's the V. And number three, they know the first next steps to get there. And that's the F. Now, if any one of those three are missing, then resistance wins and your culture stalls in neutral. And most managers never even get past the first multiplier, because if D equals zero, the dissatisfaction equals zero, then the whole equation collapses. And when I first present this and people see it, their first response is, oh crap, that's me. I'm Chris Hunsaker, and this is the Dealership War Room. Leadership fire, 7 minutes, built daily, fueled intentionally, and delivered relentlessly. And you're in the war room now. So let's go figure out how to create real and lasting change by absolutely mastering the formula for creating change. Here's what elite operators understand. Nothing changes until dissatisfaction becomes emotionally unavoidable. Logic isn't enough, data isn't enough, and telling people we need to change is never enough. People move for one reason: pain, clarity. Let me introduce you to Guy. He's a GSM that I coach. Sharp as they come, he wanted to roll out a new follow-up process, and he was prepared. He had daily expectations, clear scripts, simple steps. And his whole team was like, yeah, boss, we got it. And then they went right back to their old habits. It wasn't a process problem, and it wasn't a motivation problem. It was a dissatisfaction problem. So often, the reason we don't succeed in change is we're solving the wrong problems. We keep trying to solve a process problem or a script problem or a motivation problem. What we need to solve is a dissatisfaction problem. The pain of not following up was smaller than the pain of changing. See, the variable was missing. The multiplier was missing. D equals zero, so change equals zero. So I asked Guy one question: have you made the cost of staying the same, the cost of being mediocre, clear, visible, and emotionally real? And he just nodded his head. Because your people can tolerate missing deals, losing customers, techs waiting, CSI dropping, time wasted, and chaos everywhere, because they've tolerated it for years. The human brain only moves when the cost of inaction becomes undeniable. Dissatisfaction is not yelling, it's not shame, it's not anger, it's clarity. It's showing, it's denominating the cost of mediocrity, making it clear and inescapable so there's no place left to hide. It's really denominating, doing the math so people see, feel, and hear exactly what is going on. This is how many deals we're missing every single week. This is how much tech time we're losing each pay period. This is the CSI hit that we're taking every single month. And this is how much more money you're going to make if you shift this one behavior. Because when the status quo starts to feel unsafe, then change becomes the safe option. And now you are winning the equation game. All right, now let's turn insight into action and cross the execution bridge, because this is milestone week. This is episode 196, building to the end of the week. We're going to hit episode 200, sharing one of the most important tool sets that I could possibly give you, which is how do you create real change on real problems in your store. And let's start with this. I want you to identify one area in your dealership where dysfunction has become comfortable. Now that you've identified that area, ask yourself these questions. What is this costing my store? What is this costing my leadership? What is this costing our team? What is this costing our customers? And then maybe most important, what is this costing our culture? Raise the level of dissatisfaction. Get clear, specific, and relentlessly, ruthlessly truthful. Make the pain visible and start the equation. This is milestone week. And today, you cross through the first gate of change, dissatisfaction. Tomorrow, we're going to dive into the second multiplier, vision, the emotional state of making the new world irresistible. If today hit home and you want help in turning this level of clarity into daily execution that really moves numbers in your store, then text the word change to the number on the screen and we'll immediately give you access to our AI executive assistant that will absolutely help you master execution in your store. Think of it as your AI partner to build momentum, crush resistance, and create actual change that really moves the numbers in your store. You are in the dealership war room now. So go out, create some leadership fire. And I'll see you tomorrow in the dealership war room.